Hello viewers, how are you? Hope fine. Today we are going to talk about an action-adventure film named Red One, which was released in November 2024. Till now, the IMDb rating is 6.5 out of 10 and available on Amazon Prime. Let's jump to the story. A young boy named Jack is shown talking to his friends on Christmas Day. His friends are all eagerly waiting for presents from Santa Claus, but Jack is skeptical. He doesn't believe in Santa at all. To him, Santa is just a myth, and the gifts they receive are just passed along from their parents. Years later, Jack has grown up and become a professional hacker. He is now involved in shady dealings and is willing to do anything for money. One day, Jack bets a large sum of money from a boxing match, and after the fight, he sneaks into the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration building. There he installs a device to hack into the servers of a company called Geology Administration. Jack is now known for finding and eliminating criminals, even those who seems impossible to locate. Meanwhile, in a bustling shopping mall, it's Christmas Eve, and everything is discounted before Christmas. People are rushing to buy gifts, and amidst the crowd sits Santa Claus, surrounded by his bodyguard Kel. Kel is keeping a close eye on Santa as he exchanges gifts with the children. Surprisingly, top security has been arranged for Santa's protection. As Santa arrives at the airport in his sleigh, the FBI agents carefully escort him through security. This Santa is no ordinary man, he's the real Santa Claus, and we soon see him to take off in the famous sleigh pulled by reindeer. The reindeer mysteriously floats into the air, and after passing through Air Force security, they travel through a portal to a secret area at the North Pole, a place unknown to the general public. Thanks to Jack's hacking skills, he uncovers the secret location of the North Pole. However, he doesn't realize what he's stumbled upon. Jack passes the information along, and the person who buys the data offers Jack more money than he initially bargained for. Meanwhile, Santa, also known as Red, arrives at his home at the North Pole. This land is unlike any other, as it's a place where all creatures from human myth and fiction coexist. It's a world where gods, legends, and mythical beings live freely. As Christmas Day approaches, Santa prepares to deliver gifts to children around the world. But others are searching for the portal in the North Pole. They break through an invisible wall and enter the secret world. Kel, who's spending some personal time, notices something strange on one of the floors of the Santa building. He quickly alerts the security team, and they find that Santa has disappeared. Kel realizes that Santa must have been kidnapped, so he initiates a full-scale search. They discover a high-tech vehicle trying to escape, and Kel rushes to stop it. However, the vehicle turns out to be a remote-controlled plane, and Santa is nowhere to be found. An emergency meeting is called, and security teams around the world are assigned the task of locating the hacker who first discovered the North Pole's location. The security agency tracks down Jack, who's working under a hidden identity. As Jack picks up his son from school, he notices that several people are following him. Before he knows it, Jack is attacked by a group of mysterious agents who aim to capture him. A fierce battle ensues as Jack tries to fight off his attackers. They possess weapons capable of freezing anyone they touch, but Jack manages to escape. Unfortunately, he is eventually frozen and captured. Lila, the security chief, interrogates Jack, asking who he works for and who he sold the location to. Jack insists that he doesn't know the people he works for, as he hides his identity through the dark web. He only works for whoever pays him the most money, and he has no idea who the buyers are. Lila takes Jack to a strange realm known as Mora, which stands for Mythological Oversight of Restoration Authority. There, Jack is horrified to see creatures and objects from fiction come to life. The place is designed to protect mythical beings that live there. Kel arrives to interrogate Jack but is engaged when he learns that Jack has no information on the buyers. As a result, they are forced to work with Jack. Kel stays with him to keep an eye on him while Jack tracks the people who brought the North Pole's location. Red, who's been kidnapped, is with a mysterious girl. She tells him that the world's flawed and reckless, and she will punish the naughty children instead of giving them gifts. She uses a device that speaks through Red's body. Absorbing his power, Red passes out as the device continues to drain him. Meanwhile, Jack and Kel travel to Hawaii after Jack tracks the location to a beach. They arrive only to find a group of bodyguards who work for the man who bought the North Pole's location. Jack tries to find the man, but Cal's impatience leads him to threaten the bodyguard. The man, Ryan, eventually reveals that he doesn't know the buyer's name, but write Grilla on the ground. As soon as Jack sees the name, he realizes that Grilla is no ordinary person. Grilla is a witch and she can hear the name being spoken even from miles away. At that moment, Grilla appears in the form of a witch and the entire area is engulfed in black clouds. She announces that she will punish all the bad children and leave the good ones alone. The sky clears, but Ryan is frozen by the snowmen that appear from a strange bus. Jack and Cal fights the snowmen, but they can't defeat them. Ryan is frozen to death, but Jack and Cal manages to escape with the help of Cal's power. Meanwhile, Grilla continues her work to punish the naughty children and absorb the power of Santa Claus. As the battle intensifies, Jack learns that Grilla is a Christmas witch who has lived for over 1,000 years. She only gives gifts to the good children and punishes the bad ones. Cal and the team continues their search for Grilla. Following traces of witchcraft around the world, they eventually discover that Grilla might be working with Santa's brother, who resides in Hell. Cal and Jack head to Hell, where they must face dangerous beasts guarding the gates. As they enter, Jack can't resist the temptation to steal some gold coins. This leads to their capture by demons, and they are thrown into jail. Cal is furious with Jack, but Jack admits he was tempted by the gold coins because of his mounting debt. They are taken to a room where demons are playing slapboxing, and they soon learn that Krampus, Santa's brother, is the strongest demon. Krampus and Cal agrees to a match, where the winner decides what happens to them. As Krampus and Cal fight, Jack manages to steal Cal's magic bracelet and restores his power. Cal defeats Krampus and they escape Hell, but their troubles aren't over yet. On their way out, Jack receives a call from his son, who asks why he didn't attend his school event. Jack feels guilty and frustrated, but he continues on the mission to save Santa. Cal explains the history between Santa and his brother Krampus. They were once partners in giving gifts to children, but after a disagreement, they parted ways. As they approach their final destination, a strange piano appears in the middle of the road. Jack notices a magic sphere on top of it. His son calls him again and Jack realizes that the sphere has something to do with the kidnapping. His son is taken by the sphere and Jack rushes to save him. Grilla, thrilled that her plan is working, prepared to make billions of spheres to trap all the naughty children in the world. Jack and Cal race to stop her, but Grilla manages to trap Santa and everyone else inside the sphere. However, Red Santa wakes up just in time to stop Grilla's plans. With the help of his brother, Krampus, and the combined efforts of Jack, Cal, and the team, they defeat Grilla. Grilla falls into the very sphere she created, and peace is restored. Santa and his brother reconcile, and Red thanks Cal for his bravery. As Christmas Day draws to a close, Santa and his team deliver gifts to children worldwide at the speed of light. Jack and his son join in the adventure, realizing that Santa's magic is real, and they help deliver joy to the world's children. The next morning, everyone celebrates as Christmas is saved. Jack reflects on how his life has changed and feels a deep sense of pride. He was no longer just a hacker, he was part of something far bigger, something magical. And with that, the story of how Santa Claus was saved ends on a joyful note. The thrilling adventure shows us the power of teamwork, redemption, and belief in something greater than ourselves. What do you think about this story? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We will talk about another movie on another day. Till then, tata, bye bye.